What's up, guys? Jody Dean here, Mr. Hunting the Dead. Welcome to another video. Right now, we are going to talk about Zach Bagans. He just purchased the Charles Manson home, the home that was made famous by the murders that took place there in 1969. The home was only on the market for 3 weeks, and Zach came and purchased the home. How do you guys feel about this? What are your thoughts? What are my thoughts? We are about to get into this right now. Well, first off, Zach is famous for doing things like this. He did buy the Demon House. He does have the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. He does have his own personal haunted artifact collection in his home. He has the #1 ghost hunting show in the world, Ghost Adventures. I don't think any of us didn't think that something like this wouldn't happen. Alright, so Kristen just wrote me and she says, Jody, do you think that this was a publicity stunt? You know, I know how that can look like a publicity stunt, because what it does is it continuously keeps your name in the public eye, keeps your name in the media. But did he pay $1 million plus for this home just to do that? I don't think he needed to do that. I think this was a good investment. I think it's better in his hands than somebody else's, and he probably had that in mind buying it. Just because the action is over doesn't mean that the home is clear. There's still a residency living there. All right, a question not from a supporter, but from my wife herself. She said, if I had the place, what would I do with it? Well, if I had the place, I definitely would get the right liability insurance, the right waivers drawn up, and I would run ghost tours out of there. For people all over the world to be able to come somewhere that is historic, even though it's known for something very bad, but to witness what true energy at its worst feels like. Even though that sounds like a bad thing, for people to understand it is a good thing, because we all face it in this life. And I also think that being led by somebody that is truly witnessed the worst firsthand is a big deal. So who's guiding people through that tour would be a big deal for me. Is that what he's going to use it for? I don't know. I kind of see him probably taking stuff out of there, putting it into his haunted museum, maybe holding on to the home to shoot a documentary there, or use it in film, whatever. But it's a good possibility that it may be open for paranormal investigations in the future. And that could be very lucrative for Zach. That home could pay for itself within a year or two. Alright, I'm going to read from this blog that I just found here. After almost 3 weeks on the real estate market, the California house made famous by Charles Manson has been sold to Ghost Adventures host Zach Bagans. The home is located at 3301 Waverly Drive in Los Feliz, Los Angeles. The 1,655 square foot Spanish style home was the scene of the tragic murders of the supermarket executive Lino LaBianca and his wife Rosemary LaBianca. Wow. And it goes on to quote him here. He said, when I walked onto the property, I was blown away by the panoramic views in the front and backyards, he told people. It's breathtaking. So is Zach going to end up living at this place? How controversial would that be? What kind of publicity would that be? I don't think that's what's going to happen, but knowing Zach, it very well could. He could end up living at this place, and reputable wise, reputation wise, that could be pretty big. I mean, it definitely goes along with what he does. You know, there's tons of people all over the world that live in homes where people were murdered. There is people, almost 100% of the world is living in a spot where somebody died. Maybe they weren't murdered, but they died of natural causes. It's impossible to live anywhere without passing death. I want you guys to tell me in the comments below, how would you feel living in a home where a tragic murder took place? Or do you live in a home? Let us know your story, guys. Put that below. And be sure to hit that like button while you're doing that. Everybody make sure you hit the like button right now. Zach goes on to say, yes, the house has a very dark and gruesome history, but I was also intrigued by the energy I felt while I was there. Absolutely. I mean, these energies don't leave. There are some people that pick up on them better than others. And there are people that live in homes that are very haunted and they don't feel anything. Perfect example, I was just told yesterday actually that somebody lives in the house where the little girl I just did the story on, John Benet Ramsey, was murdered, and they say that they haven't felt anything there. The basement where the body was found is actually a playroom for their kids now. It's also said here that Zach ran to see the house and made a close to asking offer, originally listed for $1.98 million. That is amazing. That is, and I'm looking at a picture of the home. You looking at the picture, I don't feel anything. It looks like a pretty nice place to live. I mean, it's not my style by any means, but it's the last place in the world that you look at and you say, this is a murder house. But what does a murder house look like, guys? I mean, murders can take place anywhere at any time. All right, let me just make this clear, guys. He has not said what his plans are for the home. But I think we all can guess. He's going to investigate it, okay? It's going to be investigated thoroughly. Maybe and hopefully he will not tear this one down. It did cost quite a bit more. I think the Demon House was like 50 grand. This home over $1 million. He's not going to be tearing this one down. This is an investment, if anything. People invest in dark things, man. The Bonnie and Clyde car that they used in a lot of their killings and their robberies, the car that they were murdered in, was purchased by a gentleman, and he took it around the world doing shows. Like, you could pay to see the car and touch the car and do things with it. So there are people that see opportunities here to clean up, and there are people here that want to conserve this history, not only as a history, but because, as the Warrens would probably do, keep it off the market from other people so other people won't be manipulated by the dark forces. The home is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Wow, that's a lot of money for a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It must be in Calabasas or something. The home is described as truly one of a kind, with beautiful views and only minutes away from hiking trails, food, and entertainment spots. Currently, Redfin is accepting backup offers. Interesting. I didn't know that part. So Zach is not in the clear yet, but I would imagine he's probably the only one batshit crazy enough to buy this home. Would I buy the home if I had that kind of money? Absolutely not. There are plenty of homes out there with dark history that you could get for a song compared to that. With that kind of money, I look at it and I'm like, I could buy 12 homes. And they would have a lot more bedrooms than this, and bathrooms. That's crazy, man. That's insane. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. What are you gonna do with that? I mean, my home I have here has 5 bedrooms and 1 bath. I hate that 1 bath. It drives me crazy. But the bedrooms and the space, they make up for it. Whatever Zach's intentions are for this thing, the guy knows what he's doing. He's very smart. He's very good at what he does. I've always had a lot of respect for him. I have a close friend that's very close with him, and she spoke very highly of him, and I trust her. I love her energy. So, I sense that he's probably everything that we want to believe that he is. Some people will feel the way they feel no matter what is said. There's lots of people out there that hate him, that love him. There's lots of people out there that hate me and love me. I mean, that's just the way that the world works, man. But at the end of the day, you got to give respect to the guy. He's done a tremendous amount of work in the paranormal field. He's constantly contributing to upping the ante of this whole thing. Trying to push limits just like I do. I mean, that's my #1 goal. I did not wake up today and plan on making a video like this. I seen the story and I wanted to cover it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to smash that like button. Leave your comments below because I really do want to know how you guys feel about this and what would you do in this situation. What would you make of it? Grab your Hunting the Dead merchandise at htd4life.com. And until next time, there's one thing you guys need to do. Have sweet nightmares. I love you all. Thank you.